Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Siska Pujawati. I'm from Group 10. As the first speaker, I'm going to tell you about language assessment. Okay, this is my video presentation and happy watching. Okay, I'm going to tell you about introduction to language assessment. For the first point, let's start with what is assessment. The definition about assessment. Assessment is the process of discussion information from multiple and diverse sources in order to develop a deep understanding of what students know, understand, and can do with their knowledge as a result of their educational experience, according to Huba and Pitt 2000. Assessment not the same as testing, and then an ongoing process to ensure that the course or class objective and goal are met. And next, a process, not a assessment is a process, not a product. The last, assessment is a test, is a form of assessment. According to Brown, 2004 and 4, page 5. Okay, next. Next point, I'm going to tell you about informal and formal assessment. Definition of formal assessment. Formal assessment are the systematic pre-planned database or tests that measure what and how well the student have learned. Formal assessment determine the student proficiency of mastery of the content and can be used from comparison against certain standard. Formal assessment are exercise or products which are systematic, give student and teacher an appraisal of student achievements such as tests. And next, informal assessment. Informal assessment are those spontaneous form of assessment that can easily be incorporated in the day-to-day classroom activities and that measure the student performance and progress. Example of informal assessment that there are checklist, observation, portfolio, rating scale, time sampling, event sampling, and anecdotal records. In here, informal assessment can take a number of forms. Informal assessment is unplanned comments, verbal feedback to student, observing student performs a task or work in small group, and so on. Okay, next. Next point is authentic assessment. Authentic assessment reflects to student learning achievement, motivation, and attitudes on instructionally relevant classroom activities according to O'Malley and Valdez 1996. For example, of authentic assessment is there are performance assessment, portfolio, and self-assessment. Next point is purpose for assessment. Purpose for assessment, there are diagnose student strengths and needs, and then provide feedback on student learning. Next, provide a basis for instructional placement, and then inform and guide instruction, and then communicate learning expectation, and then motivate and focus student attention and effort, and the last, provide practice applying knowledge and skill. So next point is purpose continue. Provide a basis for evaluation for the purpose of grading, promotion or graduation, and program admission and selection, and then accountability, and the last, coach for program effectiveness. Next point is assessment instrument. Assessment instrument consists of pre-assessment, formative, and summative. Pre-assessment or diagnostic consists of pretest, observation, journal, discussion, questionnaire, and interview. And then formative or ongoing. There are quiz, discussion, assignment, project, observation, portfolio, And the last summative or final consists of teacher-made tests, portfolios, project, and standard tests. And the last point, I'm going to tell you about principle of language assessment. Principle of language assessment consists of practically reliability, validity, authenticity, and respect. Okay, that's all from me. Sorry if a lot of mistake. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.